If you run a business and you're not paying attention to how it's showing up in AI search, you're losing out on close to half of your potential leads and you might not even know it. More and more buyers are starting their research on AI tools instead of Google. And the SEO tools that you've been paying for don't show you any of this data. So if your competitor is the one being recommended in AI search every single time that somebody asks for a recommendation in your industry, you've honestly got no way to even see that. I've built a setup in Claude Code that pulls my entire Google SEO data on a schedule and tracks how my business is showing up across AI search, all in a single report. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what AI search is and why it matters more than your regular Google SEO right now, and get the same setup running for your own business and to know how to actually improve your AI search rankings. Okay, so getting started, I want to make it super clear as to what AI SEO or what AEO actually is. So very high level, AI SEO is artificial intelligence search engine optimization. And this is using AI tools to improve search optimization efficiency. And ultimately, this is just the process of improving your searchability through tools like Google's Gemini or ChatGPT, Perplexity, all of these search models. So traditionally, Google search has really been the king of search engine optimization. Most people use Google to search for things. And when you do search for things, you can scroll through and see sponsored products. You can see sponsored listings. Hopefully, you're pretty familiar as to how this whole system works and how you're able to also bid on Google to get your brand and company to rank higher on these pages. But nowadays we have AI search, which more and more people are using to get their information every single day. Even on Google itself, we can see at the top of the page here, when I search for the best peanut butter, we're getting this Gemini AI overview, which is then telling us which the best brands are. And these results can be different to the results that we're seeing on the page right here, where we see these sponsored products and all of the listings at the bottom here as well. And jumping over to something like ChatGPT, we're going to get different search rankings as well. You can see that it's telling us that this is the best overall peanut butter here in Australia, providing us with some other alternatives as well. So the process of AI SEO is how can we get our brand, our product, our industry at the top of this search ranking? No matter what the inquiry is, can we get our brand out there so that people can get a listing pop up just like this? So if they do want to make a decision, it's going to be more aligned with that company. So the way that I would recommend handling your AI search engine optimization is to come to a tool like Claude Code and get some sort of automated system set up so that you can get daily reports every single day to see and track how you are performing or how your website is performing on different search engines. And if you've built your own Claude Code operating system, which has context about your entire business, not only are you going to be able to bring in that data about how well you're performing, but you can use the rest of your business context to not only look at the data and see how well it's performing, but extract some insights and a step-by-step instruction on things that can be done to improve that ranking. So for example, my Claude Code right here might recommend me to post some more blogs in certain areas, or it might recommend me to comment on certain posts or just take certain action in which it has found based on the data to be very likely to help me out. So that's the goal with the system that we're building here. We want this to be as automated as possible. And that's exactly what I'm about to show you. But very quickly, if you're not familiar with Claude Code or a Claude Code operating system, I would recommend you checking out a couple of my other videos where I do a bit of a beginner's guide into Claude Code and into the Claude Code operating systems first. That way you do have the fundamental understanding as to what we're kind of interfacing with here. But to give you something even more tangible, this right here is an example email of a daily report that got sent through. This is just for a random website I provided at whoop.com. And we can see here some of the insights that we were able to pull through from Claude Code and the system that I set up, as well as a PDF attachment with an entire document kind of breaking down different things that we might be worth paying attention to. And this is the kind of setup that would allow you to also configure the step-by-step changes that it could recommend you to make to improve this month over month. Now, one of the key ways that I'm able to get all of this data in the first place is using a tool like Semrush. If you're not familiar or you haven't heard about Semrush before, they're one of the most popular tools when it comes to SEO and now AI SEO as well. Semrush is owned by Adobe, so they are pretty trustworthy, and trust me, they have a lot of data when it comes to AI search and general search as well. You can really think of this as just one API that allows us to get access to a bunch of data across all different search engines all in one. So very simply, we would not be able to access this amount of data when it comes to everything that is searched on Google and ChatGPT and all of these platforms. We can't just ask your generalized large language model for information like that. We do very much need some live API calls to these data endpoints that Semrush makes available to be able to even do this in the first place. So I'll just scroll through here so you can get some more information as to exactly what we're using this for and the type of information that we can get out of this. But you can see here, they have dedicated tools now for AI visibility. Makes it incredibly easy for us to be able to get that data now, of course, through this. And you can see that it ranks your website. It ranks different kind of search engines, ranks all different types of keywords and everything like it. I can continue to scroll through here just to showcase some of the use cases and some of the data points that they're going to make it easy for us to see. One that I think is pretty cool, and I'll get to in just a minute, is prompt monitoring. So they've actually been able to track a lot of the exact prompts that people are sending through to ChatGPT, to Gemini, to these models. And they've been able to track millions and millions of these inquiries that have pulled through different website sources to help answer that question. So if your product or website has ever been referenced to help answer a query, it's very likely that Semrush has collected that data, and we're going to be able to use this to help improve our search. Competitive research as well is another really awesome use case that you can also just use this data for. So this is something that you'd be able to integrate into your operating system and also make use of. Now, obviously, there's a bunch of data that comes out of a tool like this, and it can be quite a bit overwhelming as to what we should or shouldn't use. So the way in which we're going to be connecting Claude Code into this Semrush system is that we're going to be connecting directly into their MCP server. You can see here, they've got on the side here, Claude Code, they've got Visual Studio Code as well. So this is built to be integrated with these tools. And ultimately, as you could imagine, it just enables us to be able to get our Claude AI model without having to do any individual API call setups ourselves. And this is going to be one of the key ways that we're going to be able to integrate Claude Code directly into Semrush to be able to query all of that data. Then we can set up some sort of an automated system to send me an email every week, every day, to give me some information to make some action on. So coming over to my Claude operating system, the first thing that I sent over to my agent was, can you quickly set up a trigger that sends me a report every single morning of the search capability of group.com. The search capability should come from the Semrush MCP server. So we should do a request to the MCP server to get that data back on the searchability of this website, provide me with a report as to how well it's been performing in the last 24 hours. Now at this point, I had already installed the Semrush MCP server into my Claude Code, but in order to get the Semrush MCP connected into Claude Code through Visual Studio Code, it's incredibly easy. I'd recommend just coming to this setup page on Semrush, so sign up for a Semrush account. If you go to the top and click on more, you can go all the way down to the Semrush MCP. That will take you to this page right here, where we can then scroll all the way to the bottom and you'll see all of the AI model providers down here. We can just click on Claude. Once I've done that, we've now landed into the sort of documentation related how to set this up. I would recommend just going ahead and copying this domain name URL and providing it to Claude Code. You can obviously follow through with the setup instructions manually if you'd like, but you don't have to do this. We can literally just come to Claude Code right here, provide it with the Semrush MCP server setup documentation. It is going to be able to access the internet, access the entire requirements on how to set it up, and it will just start working from there. Like all MCP servers, you will need to refresh your Claude Code for it to start working, but it'll be pretty much done then. At this point, you'll be good to go and you can send the message like this off if you'd like. Now, initially when I did this, it provided me with a couple of different recommendations as how to approach the trigger. So obviously, if we want this to run every single day, every 24 hours or so, and send us an update via email, we do need something that is constantly running in the background. Now, one thing that we can do is set up a routine on Claude Code that essentially uses Claude in the cloud to send off a remote prompt trigger to send to our instance of Claude Code here to then tell it to do a report for the day. The only downside of this is that we have to actually host our project in GitHub in the cloud. And so whilst I've done that before with a couple of different things, I honestly couldn't be bothered doing that right now. So I pretty much just told it to run this routine locally on my computer. And so one thing that we can do is get a cron job, which kind of just means a timer that sends a certain message every single time. And so what will happen right here is that every morning at 8 a.m., this will essentially trigger off a message to my instance of Claude Code to then be able to send myself that report every single morning. Now, if you did want to run it locally and you wanted to run it in the cloud, obviously you can do that through the Claude routines. Essentially, if we come to the Claude Code website, then you will see this new tab in the top left for routines. We're able to click new routine. And once we do this, we're going to be able to click on schedule. And ultimately, we can run every single morning a prompt to get sent off to our agent. At this stage, I told it to just send myself a test email to see how it looked. And then that was the email that you saw at the start of the video. And once that process got started, when I told it to send it off, you can see here all of the Semrush API calls that were happening through that MCP server, looking at overview research, organic research, backlink research, getting some reports here. You can obviously click into this to have a look at more of the details. But if I go ahead and do /MCP and have a look at the Semrush MCP server, clicking into it and then clicking view tools, you can have a look at some of the data that it's able to read and process if you want to dive a little bit deeper into it. So this is really awesome if we want to give ourselves an update every single day on how it's performing. And then we can obviously add on top of this, if you are running a Claude Code operating system, which is essentially just a lot more context about you and your business inside of this folder of Claude Code as well. We could very easily tell it to start to give us questions on how to start to improve these results as well. Since it knows about us and our business and how we get leads in the first place and where all the traffic's coming with other connections into other areas, it should be a pretty intelligent system that can give us some pretty actionable recommendations. So no doubt about it, setting something like this up should be incredibly helpful. But when it does come to doing a deeper search on your website itself, going through the Semrush dashboard can be pretty useful still. At least from what I've found, a lot of the AI search data is still not yet available on the MCP server and can only be viewed right here on the dashboard. And so one thing that we can do coming over to the dashboard is that they have the AI visibility section right here. And if we have a look on the left-hand side, you'll see AI visibility, AI analysis, and they've got a few different tools when it comes to different types of data in AI search. So I simply just went ahead and pasted this whoop.com domain at the top here, and it provided me back with a bunch of data relevant to specifically AI search. So one that I think is really cool is if I scroll down to the bottom here and have a look at related topics, we can click into one of these tabs right here with prompts. And what we'll see are literal prompts of Gemini, ChatGPT, and others. And we can see what people are literally sending to these models and the full responses that they're getting to their queries as well. So this example right here, somebody said, can I find good alternatives to Whoop for fitness tracking? This is the entire response that they got back from this. Obviously, Whoop was mentioned here in the response right here. But if I was this company, I would be able to use this information and have a look at these entire responses to be able to understand what people are saying, why they're saying it, and if other products are being recommended in this as well. Right here, this person said Whoop bad in their Gemini search. And we're going to have a look at the entire response right here as to the things that it's said right here for key criticisms. And so one thing that you would do as a business owner is have a look at these key criticisms that have come up for this product, this business, whatever. And essentially you would want to go ahead and create counter articles to this. So this is what your Claude Code operating system should recommend you to do. But ultimately you would go ahead and create an article about the accurate heart rate monitoring of the Whoop device, whether that's from your own website or a third-party website or something like that, to essentially counter these responses that are coming through. So this search alone has over 109 pages of different queries that have been sent through. And so ultimately churning through all of that data to find all of those elements that you would want to create counter articles on would be incredibly impactful when it comes to AI search results. They've also got a visibility overview tab right here where we can actually have a look at the sort of generalized AI search. It's not so much the prompt specifically, but this is just a general overview of AI visibility across all the different models, across different countries, and just how often it's being cited overall. We can see here that Semrush is saying that this is a 41 out of 100. It's occasionally mentioned in LLM outputs, but visibility could improve. And we can see that we have tracked over 13,600 mentions being the number of prompts that triggers an AI response to mention your brand, citations over 7,500. And so this is when you search for something and you can see those sources come up. It's what's actually looked at that website to then provide an answer to somebody. That's a citation. We can have a look at the distribution by LLM as well. So it looks like ChatGPT, the Google AI Overview, the Google AI Mode, and Gemini are the ones that are mostly tracked at the moment. But we can dive pretty deep into this data as well. So let's say we wanted to look at the cited pages specifically from the Gemini models. We can click into this figure right here. At the bottom, it's then going to load those pages in which have most frequently been cited through Gemini about our brand. So we can see here the How It Works page has been cited 11 times through Gemini. Then when clicking into this page on those citations, we can literally look at the exact prompts that people have sent through to get those citations on Gemini. So you can obviously go pretty deep here into really looking through a customer's journey as to, searching about a product, understanding a product, and really reverse engineering any issues they've had or any questions they've had to understand why they had to ask this in the first place. So I really do think that the combination of using Claude Code to run daily and weekly monitoring on your entire operations into a dashboard like this to look at everything that's happening related to your AI search capabilities and literally just reverse engineering all of the queries that are coming through and countering a lot of these queries to get it to output exactly what you want it to as much as possible. Obviously, I've just been looking at one company here, but let's say you've got some competitors which are a bit more popular. You could just very simply chuck that domain name into here as well. We didn't have to connect into any kind of API to be able to get this data. So you could very easily look at the competitor, look at what people are searching up to find that competitor, and then try to rank better in that search as well. If you do want to check Semrush out, I'll have it linked down below in the description. And if you want to save some money every single month by completely replacing your CRM system, I was able to fully replace our CRM system by using a Claude Code system in this video video right here. And the result was a far better CRM system that worked way better for our needs, had way more features, and literally cost nothing per month to run. So if you are interested, check out the video right here. I'll keep pointing at it because I highly recommend it.